This is Oshun Investigates. It still is Oshun Talk Radio. Of course, it is Sound Alchemy by yours truly. As you guys get in here, make sure you're hitting that notification bell, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, keep it OG. If you do not know what OG is, it is an old wise God. Make sure you're double tapping that screen if you are not seeing that like button. Of course, anything you need to know about me, you can find it in the description box below. Check out any of my books as well over at Amazon as well, and know that any and all content I do provide for you guys is never intended to hurt, harm, or target anyone, but provide you with the necessary information. So let's go ahead and get into this next message for those who are in the building. I am going to clear the energy and get into it. All right, so take from this energy myself, the collector, my cards, my crown chakra, my third eye and throat chakra, anything that's not of divine love. I ask that you return any and all negative energy, hexes, curses, mirror magic, projections onto either collective or this reading. I ask that you return this energy back to the universe, return it back to a sender with love and light with pinpoint accuracy. May their own energy help them to become spiritually aware. May this newfound energy be publicized for all to see. So it has been spoken, so it shall be done. Ashe, ashe, oh. All right, so what I'm getting is somebody wants you to be in a fear state. Somebody wants to plant a seed in your head as well. I keep seeing this message from a reader I do not look at, but it keeps saying that they want you in an insane asylum. So I get that someone keeps trying to plant a seed in your head. I am not familiar with the reader. I used to see her, but I don't watch her videos. But it keeps falling up under this message here that somebody wants to try to put you in an insane asylum. So just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Maybe that message may be specific for someone in here, but I do keep getting, I hear fear. So somebody keeps wanting to instill some sort of fear in you. Perhaps it is because of what it is that you are knowing or learning about a situation. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't here. Like I said, there is an ex-lover of yours here that effed up here. They made a fatal decision in a legal matter, and whatever that fatal decision was, it is irreversible. So they cannot take back what it is that they made in a legal matter, justice situation regarding whoever you are. They are now in regret and they want to apologize. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't, y'all. And so I am going to dive a little bit deeper into that message here. Someone is feeling a little insecure because the game is over here. Somebody might need anger management here. Somebody might be angry here. They're being cautious in this insecure energy as well. This is a toxic person, and it had to do with some sort of fulfillment of some sort of fantasy here while you were out here fighting for what you love here. Somebody was out here simply claiming what was yours here. Love is the battlefield, and this has to do with fake friends, and someone could be wanting to come in with a fake apology surrounding those fake friends or this ex-lovers of yours. Again, remember, I am getting something about screen recording, so somebody is recording something that you are doing here. So take what resonates and leave what does not here, and they're angry over whatever it is that you're doing. Now, again, with the caution energy here, somebody is being cautious here, paranoid in this insecure energy, so that they won't slip up and make any more decisions on account of make any more mistakes. I'm sorry, on account of they made some sort of decision that is irreversible in a court situation. So they cannot take it back, and a lawyer could have been involved in whatever this is here. So they're trying not to mess up here on that caution energy here, on whatever this road is that they're taking here, because it had to do with that fulfillment of a wish here. So there is a hater and there is a recording here. And so that recording energy is saying that they upped up here. This person could have been recorded, or they were announcing something here, and they could be wanting to apologize for whatever this is here surrounding this recorded energy. And this is maybe why somebody wants to come in with this apology, or it could be a fake apology here. Someone is simply tired of this drama. Whenever it is here, there is a breach of contract, and this is why someone here may be afraid to come, because I heard afraid to come towards you as well here, on account of they may be breaching a contract if they come towards you and reveal something to you. Okay, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't here. There is something about the police is here as well, so they could be being cautious here. so that they won't make a mistake because of the police. Now, there could be a contract here with a police energy here. There could also be a separation that's going on in a court situation as well. Or this is when you were separated from someone. So take what resonates. It has to do with on the air. So some sort of live recording, live recorded studio, live audio, or something like that. And it looks like they were alleging that you were doing some sort of drugs here in this court situation is what I am getting. They're now in this Five of Cups energy where they're crying over spoiled milk and they're disappointed and they regret what they did. For some of y'all, it looks like they did something regarding a house. They could have also entered some sort of text messages or communication, something that was going on in the house. So heavy on a communication in a home. So whatever the legal matter is, it stems from a home here, and also some sort of information. It has to do with social media. Social media, text, they could be watching you, spying on you on social media as well. Looks like they could have said you were on an online dating network here, and they shared or disclosed some sort of messages about that in a court situation surrounding whoever you are. Right now, it is an uphill battle here, heavy on the drama, upheaval, or this is when some sort of upheaval or obstacles begin in your life here. Heavy on the drama surrounding social media and text messages here. This person could also be wanting to reach out to whoever you are, be a phone call, text, whatever it is, and it has to do with some sort of communication that came out on social media surrounding a home. Okay, take what resonates and leave what doesn't here. This is why people possibly disappeared and why you were being rejected here. Somebody admires something that you are doing and possibly communicating online. Divine timing is here. So whatever it is here, the truth is coming out. Confessions here, clarity here. The truth is here. Something about some sort of music as well that they were utilizing. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? So Five of Cups here, Three of Pentacles. So it has to do with they regret collaborating with someone for sure, okay? With that Three of Pentacles here and that Five of Cups, because they have to move on. This is a contract, a setback energy here. Somebody might be jumping ship in this energy. This person or other people are jumping ship here. This is a divorce, moving on, whatever it is. Somebody's life is a rut here. Maybe since you moved on and since they did whatever it is that they did to you in a legal situation, they're literally in fear as well. This could be a group collaboration here. That is in the group. Sorry, the group that collaborated with this ex here looks like they are in fear because somebody sold stories to this group here, as well as the group went into the courts and sold some sort of story about you. They could have all entered some sort of text messages here, something about a home, something that was going on in your home, social media, whatever it is, or it could have to do with a home and a legal situation. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But a group was collaborating on social media, spying on you, and something to do with an online dating account. So it could have been that they were texting each other using text now or some sort of form of texting here. And this is something that they utilized in the courts here to say that you had like maybe a promiscuous lifestyle, or you were just talking to any and everybody. But they're regretting what they did because heavy on the secrets and the illusions around a home, text messages, and social media that a group is in regret for. They're afraid. Pisces energy could be here as well because they told a lot of lies in the courts, and it had to do with text, your social media, a dating site here, phone calls, direct messaging, and everything here. And this is what they utilize in a court situation on whoever you are. Devil energy is signifying that there's controversy over this home, the text, the social media, and this is why somebody is beating themselves up because they relayed that you had some sort of addictions here, and this is what they displayed to the courts here. With the devil energy, it says physical pleasures. So whatever the physical pleasures is, it was saying that something was going on in your home, that you were texting and you were on dating sites or on social media here. being promiscuous for whoever you are. So take what resonates. And then the Nine of Swords energy here, heavy on the anxiety here, heavy on the stressed out energy here, because somebody knew that they were in the wrong. So whoever the group and this individual are, they knew that they were in the wrong. In the Nine of Swords energy, that is guilt weighing on somebody. So somebody is restless here and they cannot sleep due to whatever it is that they did to whoever you are. So whatever it was here, they painted you as if you were in your shadow self in a dark place. Okay, now whatever that reader was talking about them trying to get you put in the same asylum, this is what they're utilizing here to get you put in some sort of a sane asylum. Y'all always take what resonates here and leave what does not. Okay, all right, so just leave what does not. And that Nine of Swords, so Three of Swords energy here. So again, somebody is hurt, okay? Somebody that you separated from, but this is a third party interference. So there was a third party involved in whatever this is that this ex was doing and what they were feeding to the courts here and how they got some sort of new beginning. So this is all accurate and what they utilized to get a new beginning off of you. They said that you were a liar, that you had a dark side to you, where you were indulging in physical pleasures here, like drugs here. The devil energy talks about drugs, everything up under the sun, that you were a toxic individual. You had only toxic relationships. How you communicated with people were all in a toxic energy, because the text and social media is a display and what they showed in court. And they said that you were on drugs, that you were toxic, you were abusive, you were mentally unstable with the devil energy. At least this is a picture that they painted, and now they're in fear of that energy because a lot of lies and again secrets were told, a lot of deception here. And their secret is out. But what they were presenting here with the devil and the moon energy is that this was your secret lifestyle, that you were a secret prostitute, a secret drug dealer, a secret drug addict. I'm sorry. Someone that had addictions, uncontrollable addictions at that, and you were binded to whatever this was in the devil energy. Take what resonates here and leave what doesn't in the Nine of Swords energy here. And this is person that was saying that they were getting heavy anxiety about being with whoever you are, that they couldn't sleep. It was nights that you wouldn't go to sleep. They were restless. This is all accusations or things that they were stating about you, that they could not sleep. And then they had everybody else in the Three of Pentacles jump on this bandwagon as well and say that, oh, that you wouldn't go to sleep. You were doing drugs all night long in the Nine of Swords energy. You were prostituting yourself on this online dating site. You were over here sending naked pictures. You were sending pictures of you doing drugs here. It's a lot that's being said about whoever you are. Knight of Wands here. You was over here having one night stands here, and they were hurt that you were a cheater and that you cheated on them. But it was all lies. And also something to do with the police. They were lying to a police station, feeding a police station lies about you, stating that the police was called numerous times for you. Devil in the police is indicating abuse. So they were painting a picture that you were combative and the police had to consistently come out for whoever you are, starting things, like you were starting things. This reminds me of what Curtis did and told my baby father, and I don't care if you don't want to hear it. He told my baby father and all of my friends and my family that I was doing mushrooms, drugs that I've never done in my life. He was like, I was doing all sorts of drugs. He was like, I was a cum-sucking whore. He said I was grooming my daughter to be a prostitute. And I'm like, wait, that don't even sound right, because I'm not doing any of the above. But that's what Curtis McCoy said to the police and said it to me, and it's on my camera. And he told my baby father and all of my friends that I don't have in my life that I was doing all sorts of things and I was grooming my daughter to be a prostitute. And so whoever this individual is, this sleaze bag, this is somebody that did the same thing to whoever you are as well. Okay, so the Knight of Wands did talk about Somebody here stating that somebody was coming to your home, Knight of Wands, one night stands here, and that they caught you cheating, and somebody coming from your home. This is what somebody is saying, because Knight of Wands here is indicating depart and flight, departure, habitual spirit here, determination, someone here pulling up in your energy. And so this is what they're relaying and saying that you were doing. Girl, look, sign, this is awful. Somebody dragged the hell out of you in a court situation. But I know this is what my ex did to me, and there's nothing I can do about it right now. But this is exactly what he did to me with the police. And before I cleaned my life up, someone was over there knee deep getting whatever I was, smoking weed, doing everything. He was doing everything with me, but everybody told everybody that I was doing everything and I was abusive to a whole man. So whoever this person is, Seven of Pentacles energy, this is what somebody did to whoever you are. Now somebody here is paying close attention to you, whoever this ex is here, on your hard working energy here. They hurt because you're in this hard work energy here, but they were working hard where they hired. The Seven of Pentacles is a return on investment here. They got anxiety because they got a return on that investment. So everything that they put into a courthouse, they actually got a return on it, where you were sanctioned or something happened to whoever you are. Now they're concerned about that return on the investment that they got. The Nine of Swords is fear. They're in fear and they're arguing with individuals because whatever it is, they got something for whatever it is that they put you in the court's ass. Seven of Swords is that they were able to steal something, or this was some sort of scheme that was going on for sure, and it had to be due with surveillance. So now you may be under like police watch or the court's watch on account of what they did with the Seven of Swords being surveillance. And so they had a hidden agenda, and whatever it was that they were doing to keep you, get your Fourth Amendment waived, that you have no rights. Right now, my Fourth Amendment is waived right now, that I cannot, the police is subjected to search me at any given time without no reason. So that's my Fourth Amendment rights being waived right now. So whoever you are, this could be what they did to you, was get something done, a sanction where your rights were removed in the Seven of Swords energy. And y'all already know I'm a realist, so I'm going to keep it real with you. My Fourth Amendments are removed right now, so I am subjected to be searched at any given time. This is why I don't play about my environment, about my neighbor and I'm smoking weed. I don't play none of that stuff, because I can get in trouble for the things that you are doing in my energy. And that's not cool when it comes to my child. So whoever you are, this is exactly what's happening to you. They stole something from you. Perhaps they could have also made you look like a thief in the thief energy, all while they were scheming and actually taking something from whoever you are, because it says that whoever it was, they had a hidden agenda, and a hidden agenda involved them getting a return on some sort of investment on the Seven of Pentacles. Because when they jumped off the porch, the Fool energy says that they actually got lucky. So they never expected it to work. They was actually taking a leap of faith. And whatever that roll of dice was, they actually got lucky and they got a hit on whoever you are. And so they were able to get you in some sort of, let me just see. Okay. Looked like a Taurus because it says Hierophant. I saw the Hierophant. I don't know if it was a Hierophant. I think it was a Hierophant energy. So a Taurus. And so that is a facility energy. They were able to get something facilitated around you where you are surveillanced in the Seven of Swords energy, and that could be around your home. So everywhere you go, you are subjected to surveillance in your home. So nothing that you do, this means that your privacy has been stripped. You're no longer in a energy where you have any kind of privacy, and maybe the hidden agenda was to get you put into an asylum or in a ward with the Hierophant energy. Take what resonates and leave what does not. Okay. I'm sorry, say something. All right, so let me see. So judgment energy is here. They were awarded some sort of judgment on whatever it is that they did here. But there has been an awakening to a scheme. So Seven of Swords and the judgment is there, and there is an awakening to the scheme and what it is that they did to whoever you are. Okay? And somebody here is now aware of some sort of new beginning that they were given in the full energy. Okay? King of Pentacles, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So an investment. So somebody knows about the scheming investment energy here. Because whatever it was here, they expected it to go for a long time. The King of Pentacles talks about long-term investment. So when they got this here and they jumped off the porch, they thought it would last for a very long time. But there's a judgment here where somebody here is afraid because someone now has become awakened to this, but also somebody has a rap sheet. Because the judgment in the high priest energy is saying that somebody has a rap sheet. And so somebody came from prison or jail or something like that. They have a history with the law and somebody that did this to you. So they thought it was a good investment, but there's an awakening in the Page of Cups energy here. There was a message here about you awakening, about your psychic intuition, your development of your psychic abilities, your intuition starting to kick in here, which is making somebody here very emotional in the Page of Cups energy. But they could also be trying to utilize that as well, stating that you're not psychic, that you are just very emotional due to what you are finding out about what happened to you. Be mindful about that energy, because this is what somebody is trying to do. And maybe this is a fake apology, really, that someone is trying to bring towards you here. But I did get that somebody here is deeply regretting what they did here. And it may be just because you are aware of what it is that they are doing here. Okay, now someone here is weary because of your psychic awakening in the Page of Cups energy. This is a surprise. Someone thought that this is just going to be while you had lost everything when you got condemned in the judgment energy. Everything was stripped from you. So someone thought that this was like a hobby when you started to tune in into your intuition, your psychic awakening, and they're surprised because the Page of Cups is a surprise. They're surprised that you have actually invested in whatever this is that you are now doing with your messaging energy, whether it's your spirituality, whatever it is in the Page of Cups. Someone is surprised that you are actually in it for the long run on the King of Pentacles energy, where they don't want you to be invested in that. And when somebody here got word of it, a Page of Cups on the King of Pentacles looks like somebody is messaging somebody and letting somebody know that what you're doing in your psychic awakening or with your intuitive messages, you are in it for a very long time. You do not intend on giving up on whatever it is that you are doing. Okay, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. That's just for somebody here that's utilizing their psychic awakening and you're giving some sort of intuitive messages. Okay, because that's an intuitive message, and somebody is listening to their intuition like, oh ish, you're in this for a long time. Okay, take what resonates here. And so that is whatever that is here, you and being invested in something here, because this person got an invitation opportunity because there was a change of residence. And so I meant to mention this Knight of Wands energy. It represents a change of residence. So there is multiple chains of home here where you have a Seven of Swords surveillance in every one of your homes. Okay, and someone is angry that you're able to pick up that every one of your homes has audio, and I heard audio and cameras. And so the on-air card here actually talks about the total drama is action card. It actually talks about live on air. So you really like a Truman energy here. And everywhere you go, this home to this change of resonance here, this is actually a change of resonance here. Someone is saying that you're doing the same thing. Somebody kind of trying to make you look like you're repeating a cycle, okay? Take what resonates and leave what doesn't here. And so as you can see that there's a microphone and there's a camera and audio in this picture, and up here it says live on air. So whatever it is here, you are live on air wherever you are, okay? So there's a hidden camera somewhere, okay? A green light, you could be seeing a green light, a blue light, or a kind of white light, or the camera is in your light fixtures, because it looks like light fixtures all through here. There may be cameras and audio in your light fixtures, or somewhere in there where there's a green, a white, or a blue light. Some might be red, okay? Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And whoever it was, they were invested in it for a long time because they intended on watching the show go down, or watching ish go down here and enjoying whatever it was here. But now somebody is in fear because their life is falling apart, or at least the long-term investment here is falling apart here in what it is that they did. Again, storm warning is here, upheaval, obstacles here, a wrecking ball. So something is coming in and blowing down a tower, or what it is that they did here. Okay, take what resonates and leave what doesn't here. Right? Heavy on that self-punishment though, and that devil energy, because this was a group collaboration. So I'm hearing tower, even though I didn't see it. Tower energy, and that wrecking ball could actually, that storm warning could be a tower, because I'm hearing tower. So right now it's chaos that's going on here, because people put you in danger from what it is that they did. The tower talks about befalling of friendships, relationships, destruction, catastrophe, danger, accident, crisis, harm energy. And whatever it was here, someone put you in all of the above energy here because of what it is that they were doing in the Seven of Swords, which is some sort of scheme that they were running. But definitely in the background, where they are afraid in the Nine of Swords energy, is stating that they were actually the ones bullying you. Violent energy in the surveillance energy could be indicating that a camera was actually picking up that this person had bullied you or committed violence on you, and not the opposite way around. And that's where they may be afraid here, is that there was some sort of surveillance that picked up that they were actually committing violence on you, bullying you, or devil energy, putting them hands on you. There could have been surveillance footage that they were caught multiple individuals here doing things to put you in some sort of danger. Period, point blank. Okay, but there was a group that collaborated, that got in on the organization. So this is organized crime, got in on this umpire, and they all put you in danger. And they were in the Seven of Swords, where they were being violent to you. But these are the same people that stated that you were violent to them through text messages, through in person, when you came and seen them, when they interacted with you. But the scheme here was, this is flip, this is using Hierophant energy, reverse psychology. So when people came around you and you mentioned things, people would say, I don't know why you're screaming at me, trying to add fuel to the energy. So if you were emotional and crying, these were people that would switch it and say that, why you're being combative to me, why you're always trying to yell at me when you're doing nothing but maybe expressing yourself, or whatever it is. They were switching it in the Hierophant energy is reverse psychology. So somebody was using that on you while in a Seven of Swords energy here, trying to turn whatever it was that they were doing. But now there is an undoing, a reverse energy. Things are going back, and ultimately individuals are landing themselves in danger or in hot water for what it is that they did to whoever you are. Someone is definitely starting to pick up on whatever it is that they were doing to whoever you are, which puts you in it said isolated. So it flew out. So isolation puts you in a loner state, alone, isolation, lonely, guarded energy here. And so whatever that is here, someone is stressed out in that energy, but they put you in this state here where you had nobody. Okay. And it could have been in a Page of Cups energy where you were emotional, but in that state, you started to tap into your intuition or your psychic awakening. And then people that were evaluating, let's go ahead and bring in the Hierophant energy again. There were doctors, they were counselors, there are people that were involved in this here. And this is meaning you're like under high like surveillance. What do they call it? Crucial, like, and I forgot the word to use. It's like extensive and it's kind of like extreme surveillance, whatever it was here. You were under some sort of watch here where you were like you on high alert type energy, where there's doctors and someone here that were all involved. So there's a facility involved with the Hierophant energy as well. Okay, that's involved in whatever this is. Give me one more. Yeah, fuel energy here. Somebody here is adding fuel to some sort of fire here. They don't like your energy and dry. So Leo energy could be very significant because energy talks about Leo. Your strength, tenacity, your drive, your determination, your confidence here. This is motivation. So this is a Leo energy here. So a Leo could be here as well. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Heavy on the boundaries here as well. Okay. Take what resonates and leave what does not. Okay. Whoever this X was, intuition here. So somebody started to pick up on the patterns here. Patterns, signal, guidance, instincts is here. Okay. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So this person's life is falling apart right now because of this view here, this perspective, this insight, this awareness here. So somebody here is looking at something ego energy from a higher perspective. Heavy on the ego being perception and freedom. Okay, take what resonates here and leave what doesn't. Could be a religious group here as well. Drift energy. Okay, so drift is uncertainty right now. Somebody here is uncertain. Movement energy here. So that's this caution energy. Somebody being very cautious here. Okay, they feeling very drained here. With parasite here, the overall energy here is that they're drained. Somebody here is empty. Reset, unknown, potential energy. This is exploitation. Okay, so parasite is drained, dependency, exploitation, and imbalance. Heavy on a temperance energy involved in that as well. So temperance is that imbalance in reverse here. So somebody here is very much impatient in this energy. Okay, whoever it is here, so chain. So they're chained and locked in on social media. Connection here, responsibility, consequences, and patterns here. So there's a pattern here that you're seeing on like a platform energy here. Like it says actually share, like, comment, follow energy. This is actually what those devices say. And it's all mirrors. Do you see these are all the same devices doing the same thing? So the light here, it is actually your phone is never off. It's like on. If you turn it off, then it is on in the energy, and they are in your energy like a mirror. So what you would see is a repeated pattern or a repeated shuffle of anything that you are watching on social media. Yeah, bait energy here. They baited something here, or whatever that chain reaction is here that you were seeing. you're going to see the same thing repeat over and over. So you refresh your screen, sometimes the same stuff will pop up again here. Bait energy is temptation, trap, manipulation, and desire here. So somebody actually wanted you to take something here or to feed into whatever this was in that chain energy on social media. So the perfect job, the ideal lover, some sort of get rich quick scheme. They wanted you to take the bait in whatever this is. I told you mirror energy, projection here. So it talks about mirror, bias, perception, and self-reflection energy. So they kind of like wanted to plant seeds in your head again, like I said to you. They wanted to plant something in your mind, okay? Take what resonates and leave what doesn't here. Now someone is single. The world is ending here. So a cycle of success where they were getting rich or they had this financial stability, this empire is coming to an end with this world energy. There is a Taurus or a King of Pentacles traveling around. This is a mature person. Why is it coming to an end? Is because you have simply matured in this energy with the King of Pentacles energy. Now, the scheme had to do with a King of Pentacles or a wealthy man. They wanted some sort of money from somebody, okay? Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But the World card is saying that this investment here is coming to an end. All right? Seven of Wands, because somebody's standing their ground, and it looks like they took somebody's inheritance as well. There's an inheritance involved with a wealthy man or somebody, and a home, somebody that has land. This is a pasture energy, so more like a farm land or something. And the taking of that person's money, whoever had an inheritance is gone. It ended because they spent their inheritance on this investment. So somebody kind of like invested all of their inheritance into whatever this is that they were doing. Somebody a part of the organization or the group. They had an inheritance. They were left a home, an inheritance, an heirloom, and they took that money from their own inheritance heirloom and invested it into whatever this X and them were doing to whoever you are, okay? That's sad because they lost their family money. They swindled their family money getting involved in this investment here, trying to restrict you or keep you in this trap energy. But they only trap their own selves here because somebody was highly focused on a return. And now somebody has to accept the fact that they lost their money, because somebody real silent right now in the Eight of Swords energy here because they lost all their family money. So whoever was doing something to you, there was somebody else that invested their house. They put their house up. This is a gamble. So somebody gambled their family inheritance away. They gambled their property, their home, their family home as well. All on whatever this is that they did to whoever you are. Be mindful that you may have an inheritance as well, but this specifically talks about someone gambling away their inheritance, heirloom or home. So it could be all of the above. So if they got a home and inheritance, they sold the home and their money. They took all of that money and invested it with a King of Pentacles, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in the investment when it comes to you. And now that money has come to its end. So their inheritance from their family, the money that they got from selling this home from their family, it has all come to an end. That was a dumb move. This is stupid. Somebody literally, because the wheel changed. So they swindled their own family's money in an investment to keep you restricted in prison, to trap you, only to trap themselves here, because this is self-imposed restrictions. on the Eight of Swords energy. Now there is some sort of contingent plan maybe, but this is a mental blockage here because they've swindled all of their money, their own property, and their family's money. They gambled it away. And so right now, this tells me that they can't focus at work. Whoever this mature man is that utilized their family inheritance and money to do this to you, they can't even focus at work because the end is near. Ace of Cups, they could have even been intimate with a King of Pentacles, a male, or they were doing something in this Ace of Cups energy. They was either tricking off, so they utilized the money in multiple different ways. They was playing for booty, Ace of Cups. They were paying for booty, but also investing in your Eight of Swords energy to restrict you. Paying for somebody's school. Page of Pentacles is a younger person. So they were tricking off their money on a younger person, paying for their school, paying for their housing, their home. People that was involved in the investment. They were definitely having sex for sure in this intimacy energy on the Ace of Cups here. With a Virgo. They was having sex with a Virgo in your family. Okay? So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Now, I don't know who that person was that had the inheritance, but they was having sex with a Virgo in your family. And that's somebody that's in school and they're younger than you. Because Ten of Pentacles is your family, and the Virgo would be in your family while trying to, this is a Virgo that stays to themselves, by the way. They are a loner. But whoever that loner was, her and that King of Pentacles here, was taken from an older man who you knew, and you could have been intimate with them at some point, maybe years ago. But that younger Virgo who's in school was sleeping with this mature man and taking all of their inheritance in their home. Okay? Now that Virgo is over here reflecting on who they were intimate with on the Ace of Cups Hermit energy. They reflecting on who their child's. Y'all heard that sound come in my house? Y'all heard that click and it got really loud? So they're reflecting. I don't know if y'all caught that just now. I heard it on my right side and I heard like a beat and then I heard like a microphone, like my voice amplified. Did anybody hear that? Did y'all hear that? So my voice sounded like it amplified and it was on the right side. Okay? So whatever it is, the Hermit, they're now reflecting, sitting up in my room. They over here reflecting on who they had sex with and who may be the child's father, a King of Pentacles or somebody else. They might not know who their baby daddy is because they're reflecting on that contraception here and trying to figure out who the baby daddy is. Okay? And they're reflecting on some sort of money. They're reflecting on a lot. They could be in jail. They could be in jail pregnant and in jail, because this could be your loved one. Lovers, this is somebody that you love. This is because they ran over. This person here, you know what they were plotting. They plotted with a King of Pentacles. Somebody here, this is cup running over like a blessing here or something coming in. They got a child though. Whoever that is, tell me more about this ex. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. They were definitely juggling lovers. So they were sleeping between two people that you are connected to. Heavy on that juggling and the Two of Pentacles. So it would be this ex here and then whoever else. They were juggling these lovers. And then I heard LGBT. So they could be gay. Okay, like my sister. She like England. I know that. But she gay. I don't know how that makes sense, but I just know it. Okay, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And now somebody has to surrender here. Okay, give me one more. Somebody could be sending you some sort of messages here between the lines here, hidden meaning. Okay, vague, speculate energy here. So somebody been sending some sort of weird messages to you. And it could be this person here, okay? Or one of these individuals. Anything else that we need to know? Their life is falling apart right now. And these somebody reflecting on why their life falling apart, what overall energy is falling apart, falling into pieces. Hermit energy is reflecting introspection energy here. While they are alone, they are over there like reflecting on how they ended up in this energy where it is ending. Like the hermit came in like a wrecking ball. Whoever you are, like as the hermit, as the loner you came in like a wrecking ball, sitting right where you at. It's kind of like being in two places at one time. You may be stationary, whatever it is. You might can't move, but your T moving. You might can't move, but your energy is moving. And whatever your energy is that's moving here, it's causing like chaos tower energy here on individuals. And somebody out here is learning that the grass isn't greener on the other side. Chris Brown energy here. Somebody is unhappy here. They're bitter because they thought this person or individuals were the better option here. Now it is saying that this individual or people are jealous of whoever you are. These fake friends are also reflecting here. Whoever these fake friends here, they're learning that they didn't have real friends. They was only friends because of the investment. Somebody is learning that. This is a cold truth. Somebody's learning that you can't buy. They say money can't buy you love. They say money can't buy you love. Can't buy you friends as well. And somebody is learning that that money was only temporary. Just as long as the money was, that's as much time as they had with those friends. So when the well went dry, when this challenge poured out here, because the challenge was big. When this challenge was filled, they was pouring out the syrup, pouring it to everybody here. My cup runs over here. Thou has enough to share with everybody. And so now that cup that was overflowing here, that they was sharing the booty with everybody, sharing the drink, eating the water, drinking the uchi, whatever it was, all of that started to dry up. And now somebody see, because they was out here paying for really, see, this is the thing. They was paying for the friends and paying for the sexual partners. Even if they don't want to look at it that way, that's exactly what it was. It was a form of prostitution or a prostitution ring, because they was paying for everything. And so those men were male prostitutes, gigolos, whatever it was. The friends were as well. Everything was rented. Okay, it was a rented lifestyle. And now they're learning they have no friends because the challenge is drying up. And this is the thing, when they go sit in the hermit mode energy, they think about, oh, these are only my friends when I give them something, because when they need them in a time that they're in or whatever this is, they don't have them friends unless they got a drink or a dollar or something that they can harvest off of or something that they can get.
I look forward to you joining us for the next book.
Okay, take what resonates here. Stupid. This is idiotic. Okay, I don't know what to call this, but these are idiots. Okay, travel energy is on the horizon, so someone could be trying to travel towards whoever you are. Okay, because they broke up with somebody. Stalemate energy, walking away. It is over. So somebody here, these fake friends, is trying to come towards you and express some sort of romantic feelings to you, but the snake is here. Be mindful. Deception, shady, temptation, and enemy energy is lurking. And it's because the fake friends and the crew done broke up here. Alright, somebody definitely admiring whoever you are, y'all. I didn't want to keep this long, but I'm trying to get a little bit more information for you. Hit the like buttons. Take your time getting up in here, y'all, but hit those like buttons. I appreciate the love and the support. Let me see. 122 likes. One more. Somebody feeling very alone right now. They hurt. Page of Wands over this message here. So whatever the message is in the real time, they hurt over a message. Someone also hurt that they separated from somebody. Give me one more. Give me that police. Let me see. Because see, the Ten of Pentacles is saying that somebody here had a connection with the police. Their family is tight with the police. So police got involved as well. Because King of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles on the police. Let me just go ahead and run that because I see it. There's somebody here, family that was tight with the police. They're telling me Kipper debt. So there's a person here, yeah, message of concern coming to somebody here in a police department. So there was a family here that was a well-off family somewhere, and they were tight with the police, okay? King of Pentacles and somebody else. They were paying money to a police department or a police mail. Okay, because this is an organization. So whatever this police department, now this would tell me that this is a police department or specific police department here that they were paying. And it was somebody that was friends with somebody within the police department, a King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but whoever the other, this Leo, either this Leo and the King of Pentacles, there's money between these two families and a police department. Looks like two different police departments because this is too further apart. So it looks like it's giving me two police departments. One in one county, one in another county. One is closer to this King of Pentacles residence and one over here by this person, but they don't live near it, but the police department is near this Leo energy. And then this one is more closer to this King of Pentacles police department. So they got involved in the investment because they were paid a lot of money. Whoever that was here, take what resonates. Yeah, so a meeting. This is family. I told you the police energy is somebody with family friends or their family is connected to the police. But this is a meeting at the police department with a lawyer. So this is a lawyer here, a lawyer's office, a police, or this is an office where, okay, look, somebody works in an office where they share it with a lawyer. And a police came in that office and had a meeting with the person that's a lawyer in that office with somebody that works in there. You know how somebody works adjacent in like an office? Because I see like, I see my old friend's office, and his office is, he actually is like this card. He has a zoning and coding, but he has a big time predominant lawyer that works in his office as well. And they share it and they work in the, in the city buildings, whatever it is. Okay. So whoever this is here, there is a lawyer here. There's a lawyer's office here that was secretly coming and having meetings with someone in this office here. The moon card is secret meetings. And there's these officers or individuals that are in fear because they were in this office. Seven of Swords was saying they could be seen on surveillance entering a lawyer's office or entering this building. The Empire and the Hierophant energy is a building, so to say. And so they were being seen, entering a building, going into a mature man's office here, having meetings here. And there was some sort of money given or money exchange given in that energy in secret. Okay? Yeah, pathway energy. Somebody here is being seen driving there. And so whatever it is, there's a pathway in between the lawyer's office and somewhere. That's a pathway like a hallway. So a pathway in between somewhere. Okay. So pathway in between somewhere. Your family is also being seen here. Several families are here that been in this same place. Everybody been in there, okay? Multiple times, okay? Multiple times. Sudden wealth energy. This is how a police here suddenly got wealth, or a police department with the King of Pentacles and Empire. This is how a police department, a lawyer's office, or somebody, this is how they all suddenly got wealthy. Okay? One more. Yeah, a lover's energy is here. So somebody you loved here. A Gemini could be here, but the lovers is here. There's also intimacy. This is what they were committed to, for sure. But the lovers could also indicate that there was intimacy happening in this office as well. So they're having sex in this place where they actually conduct business as well, but also exchanging this money. There is sex being had there. And whoever in this office, in this meeting, is a divorcee, because this is divorce. So somebody was previously divorced already in this office here. And at least 2 women in your family or somebody was being seen having sex in this office here at a meeting, in the foyer, in the pathway of the doorway. So if you're walking in the office, like right there on the floor in front of the doorway, or somebody like that, okay, they were being seen having sex there. But somebody is a divorcee. Yeah, look, false man and woman. A Gemini doesn't have to be, but a lover. Okay, false man and woman. These people were misrepresenting these themselves, but a lawyer was representing a false man and woman. And I heard tedious. So whatever the work that they were doing was very tedious here for a mature woman. So they were lying on a mature woman here. So again, whoever you are, you could be the mature man or woman, and they were lying and misrepresenting who you were, and that you actually are the mature woman or man. Okay? Take what resonates. Okay? Take what resonates. Leave what doesn't, okay? So let me know. I can hear myself. I'm not sure. You saying you can't hear, you're going to have to go out and come back in. I can hear on all of my phones, on all of the devices. Let me see, y'all. Because whatever it was talks about this on air energy. Give me this on. Yeah, look, somebody can't focus. Told you in this office here. Whoever this lawyer or a person here that does this tedious work, that does something with contracts. So could be like zoning and coding, like Son used to do, like that's his job, because these are contracts in this office. So somebody handles contracts for the town, the city, the state. Okay. Chiquita, you're going to have to go out and come back in, babe. Concern is here. Now they can't focus on work. They can't focus. They were working for this young couple, man and woman. So whoever they were working, Page of Pentacles was younger, right? And they were working for a young man and a woman who were lovers, who they also, it seemed like they was doing like swingers type energy here. Okay, take what resonates here and leave what doesn't. But they took a gamble, even working for this family member of yours, but these people will also have an intimacy with them. So somebody now has risked their own business here. Other than their home, their land, whatever this is that they lost, this home, this heirloom, something here precious to them. They're concerned about all of it because it was a risk in what they did here. Because somebody not in bad health. Okay? Somebody afraid to go get checked up as well. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? This is an interesting reading, y'all. Give me this camera energy. I'm gonna get up off of here, y'all. Let me look at this total drama here. Yeah, total drama here surrounding. Okay, this is somebody held in high honor. So somebody here was lying, and this is why they're concerned, because this is some good Samaritan. This is a alderman, someone here known in their energy, in their town, their community, in their family as being a good Samaritan, someone that's a stand-up person here. And now they're concerned that their family's reputation is ruined, even the police energy here, because they're known to be in this high honor energy. And now whoever you are bringing all of this to some sort of end. Okay, so military family is here as well. The High Armor and King of Pentacles, there is an organization attached, corporation. So a military, army, Marines, Navy, whatever it is that I did not mention, it's that type of family involved with this as well. Look, a pathway open. And they're concerned about that path that opened up here, whatever this open road, or this is agriculture deep down in the South, or whatever the country is to you, because this is the country. So now I can place this house here on the Ten of Pentacles in the country. So this is actually like a pasture, a farm. Okay? And whatever it was here, people drive off of a dirt road to get to this house here, where somebody here now has to put it back up for mortgage. I don't know what it is, refinance or something like that. Okay? That's agriculture. So that's the country. Whatever it is, where there's chickens, animals, roosters, whatever it is, this agriculture for sure. And this is off the grid living. So there is someone in here that's off the grid. And that energy. And when somebody is leaving this house on this road, remember the pathway is open up. So wherever the office is where the road opens up. It comes out of the country. So when I come out of there, the road opens up, and so you see the city. So again, somebody is leaving from like a one-lane road going to an open road where there's more buildings, stores, things of that nature, okay? Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And now imprisonment energy is here. Because of this pathway to open up, or something to open up, imprisonment is here. Something came out about these police officers, and I'm trying to get over here, about somebody putting somebody in jail. And how they work the contract to put you in jail. All of this is coming out. So this is a series of events taking place. 33rd could be Freemasons as well, or Eastern Stars. At least a beacon of light with that moon energy on top of that cup. See, these are people that do things at night, or this is a show town. What is a showdown town at night in one of these places? Okay, it's like a showdown town. So they still could be racist in one of these specific parts. In this country here, what this is a showdown. So somebody could be in a showdown town, or was, and they're specifically, it's showdown town. They're like still racist in some parts of it. Okay, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. That's not for everybody, y'all. Interesting reading, y'all. Let me get this total drama, this camera energy here. Page of Wands. So there's messages about this here. There's a letter connected to these cameras here. Some sort of message here. Thank you so much, babe. Yeah, a job here. So Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. A couple is here as well. But sure enough, there was a partnership and an understanding, and there's a couple here that somebody hired to surveillance you. That's a part of this here. I heard finish because Page of Wands is a message. So a couple here is messaging somebody, or sending a letter, or calling. This is word of mouth, in person, a letter, an email, whatever it is. And a couple jumped on board for whatever this is, because they were optimistic about this here. This is like a new engagement. The Page of Wands is like an engagement. So like a newly engaged couple is involved. This is a newly engaged couple with the Page of Wands. And Three of Wands here, for sure. Somebody might be wanting to negotiate, or they negotiating something, their money through a text, because you able to pick up on something. So they negotiating with somebody who the couple is working with through some sort of messaging, for sure, because of your foresight. And they negotiating something on an Ace of Pentacles energy about abundance, some sort of money, prosperity. Because somebody in that relationship that started a new undertaking. 3 of Wands energy, they just started a new job. Ace of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands. Somebody got a new job, and somebody was supposed to start a new job. And they're newly engaged with the Page of Wands here. And so that they were optimistic about whatever this is that they were doing. But the Page of Cups says they negotiating something about their caretaker energy or whatever that spying energy is. It's because of your foresight into the future, but also your Page of Cups, your intuitive message, your message that you are relaying about these individuals here. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I told you, Page of Swords. There you go. I already saw the spying. That is spying on you. So somebody here is everything that they are relaying. They're listening to you, spying on you, and relaying a message. These are 3 messages in one right there. And this is actually word of mouth in person as well. So there's text here in person. Somebody is trying to negotiate with the couple as well. A man, a foreigner that's looking in from afar. And they're trying to negotiate with a couple, or the couple, they're negotiating together because of somebody's intuition, your foresight, and you're able to perceive the unknown, your psychic awakening here. All of these talks about your foresight being on point. And someone is trying to work with somebody. Now the Ace of Pentacles is work. They're trying to work with a couple or work with somebody because of these allegations that you are actually on to individuals and what it is that they are doing to you. So somebody is now going from a 3 of Wands looking from afar to coming in person. A Page of Wands is in person meeting with the people they have a contract with, and which is a couple so far. Ace 2 of Cups is a couple that they got a contract with. And it's specifically about a mother. You see, that says mother. So about a mother and somebody that's the psychic. So you the psychic, but also whoever a mother that they're about to have a conversation about. And it's all because of your new undertaking, your foresight, but whatever it is that you do in the 3 of Wands energy, Ace of Pentacles, your job. Okay? No, just make that make sense. And then I heard law. So something about the law is going to be very significant. And I heard you may be working with the law and you don't know it yet. You just don't know it yet. And I heard helping to close this case. Page of Swords. Yeah, look. Justice right there. So you may be helping to close the case yourself. Okay, and you may not know that because 5 of Wands right now is saying people are arguing right now because they're being presented with challenges in a Page of Wands. Challenges is these messages. Page of Cups, Page of Swords, and the Page of Wands is some sort of messages here and communication. Somebody keep getting it. And that's the challenge in the 5 of Wands energy, okay? Because see, somebody want to be in competition with somebody, or they just trying to argue with somebody. Because this is quarreling. 5 of Wands is some sort of quarreling, but somebody knows the truth about that quarreling. They got clarity about somebody doing something to you. Okay, now take what resonates. This is extendo on this message, y'all. So this is extended a little bit, y'all. All right, let me see. Okay, yeah, Knight of Pentacles here. Slow motion here. Somebody here may be moving very slow, but very ambitious towards Virgo Capricorn energy here. But whoever you are, this is very ambitious energy. And it's the truth here. The truth, the truth is slow to come around, but somebody keep getting it. Okay, somebody is teaching somebody a lesson, because that Hierophant is saying that somebody about to be taught a lesson. And somebody over here taking somebody to school, because the Hierophant is school. So somebody out here going to school on this energy. Ace of Swords. Okay? Removing any kind of confusion. The truth is here. There is a breakthrough in the case. In a legal situation, a Libra could be here, but that justice in this Ace of Swords here is a breakthrough in a legal matter and a breakthrough in a case. Okay? The truth is coming out about the removal, separation of people, places, and things here on the Ace of Swords here. Now somebody here, everybody knows the truth that somebody had an intellectual breakthrough for sure. It's not just a breakthrough, it's intellectual at that. Okay, bringing forth a just reward here. The scales are balancing out because of that breakthrough energy as well. And it could have been slow a little bit with the Knight of Pentacles energy, but somebody don't give up. Okay, and the truth came out about this Seven of Swords, what they did to you. Again, all the lies that they told, but what they stole. Seven of Swords, the manipulation, the bullying, but also somebody knows the truth that somebody over here being maybe trying to bully you or be violent, Five of Wands, trying to argue with you, quarrel with you. And if somebody lying, somebody knows the truth that that's what they're doing, and that may be because you're under surveillance or audio. So somebody knows that if you got a roommate or somebody around you, because you're under surveillance with law or audio, this is how somebody knows that your roommate or somebody is like arguing with you, a couple arguing, starting things with you. This is how somebody knows, because you're like under the law's watch, or I don't know what that is, the law, but also these individuals as well. It's kind of weird how your surveillance is, because the Page of Swords is saying through the wire, right? So I don't know if it's several wires, but somebody knows the truth that whoever a couple is, that they are doing something to you. Doesn't have to be a relationship, but it's a bond between two people. And so somebody knows that somebody here is nitpicking or starting confrontations with you or doing something aggy and that energy. Okay? And it's about to be shut down. Something's coming to an end for sure. What somebody has been doing to you. Like enough is enough. And I think I did see fed up energy come out earlier. So, I think this is it. I'm going to just leave it right here because I got another message I want to drop over at Oshun Talk Radio. So, share this message, y'all. It was definitely a lot of tea in this message, y'all. Someone's life is falling apart here because of that imprisonment energy, or they will be going to prison. Maybe that's the thought with the Four of Cups energy, is that they're actually thinking about going to jail. Somebody is in despair because they have to quit. So desperation, an act of whatever this is, pessimistic energy. Somebody definitely is taunting your life. Despair energy could also be indicating that misery loves company. Somebody is miserable, okay, deeply unhappy, deeply sad here, emotionally exhausted here, mentally exhausted in the despair energy. When this is all said and done, somebody will not be able to work anymore. Best believe that. In that despair energy, somebody is not going to be able to work anymore because of what they did to somebody. Okay, and so it looks like they imprisoned this privileged man or woman. Again, like I said, they went through all of this here saying it's about you in court, and they were able to imprison the person that's actually the privileged man or woman. And now someone is in despair that it is coming out that they actually imprisoned a wealthy woman or man. That's for some of y'all, and it's not for everybody, but that's what goes up must come down in the justice energy here. What goes around comes around. Them putting this wealthy man or woman here in this imprisoned state and making you lose everything in this despair energy, stressing you out, doing everything here, but also keeping you in this energy could be putting you back in like a back and forth energy, a little bit as well. But what's going to happen is that they're about to end up in like an Eight of Swords energy themselves for what they did to whoever you are, and an imprisonment energy themselves. Okay, so that's what I do got for y'all. That's what I do have for y'all. A main male is definitely in despair. So whoever the ex is and it's over a child, so a father of a child. Okay, so this is a new beginning as well. But this main male, he in despair. Somebody might be locked up in despair, or they're about to be locked up in that imprisonment energy, stressed out. Somebody could have been over a child, locked up, worried about a child. This father or this male, this is you and a child about to be privileged as well. Okay, so somebody in their child, a woman and a child about to be privileged here. Okay, take what resonates, y'all. I love y'all so much. Hopefully this helped y'all. I'm sorry I was a little bit extra over here, extra long over here, but I wanted to kind of like lay out key points, especially this part about the police and that separation of the offices. That's what I really, something about a movie theater gonna be very significant as well. So as I place my hand on this, I heard something about a movie theater. So somewhere around here, and then I heard old movie theater. So an old movie theater, and this is justice. So a courthouse, wherever this courthouse, wherever this lawyer's office is, wherever that office, it's an old movie theater there. This town could also be a representation of an old filming ground. Let me see. No, across this town is maybe known for it, but for sure this courthouse here is, remember that pathway? So this is a pathway. Oh, hold on, y'all. Look, the courthouse and this pathway. Remember I said it's like a hallway? This is have you ever seen a building connected to a courthouse? This is the office. This is the courts. This is a pathway to this office. Now, what's here is the courts and a pathway leading right to this city hall. That's what it would be called. So this is the courts. There's a pathway to this office, which is in City Hall. There's also lawyer offices across the street as well. Here it is. That's not for everybody. And so whatever is on this script here is also that old movie theater that I just mentioned. And then it would have to be a walkway in front of it, bow, 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 bow. And you walk through a pathway to get into it. So an old movie theater, remember it used to be like outside, like a drive-in. Maybe this is like a walk-in or something like that, but it's going to be like that in this pathway energy.
No, that's my sister. Yeah.
For sure. Okay. All right, y'all. I love y'all so much. Stay centered and stay grounded. That's what I have so far on coordinates. Maybe about 8 miles is a jail, because I see 8 miles here is like a jail facility, or on the back of something is like a jail. But I get, hold on, let me see, about maybe 8 blocks over, 8, I don't know how many, I heard 8 miles, but I want to say like maybe 8 blocks, because I feel like I'm going this way. So if this is the side where the court is, I feel like I'm going this way. So it would like cross the street, so it would go this way. Whatever is down this way, would be like a jail or something like that. It could be like a sheriff's office, because this is the country here. So maybe a sheriff's office, deputy, I get 8 miles or like 8 blocks. Okay, that's not for everybody. And then I heard a warehouse. So a warehouse is also in this vicinity as well. Yeah, for sure. Okay. And then I'm hearing gas stations. So a lot is in this area. So right directly is what I'm hearing, because I'm actually seeing a gas station behind the courts, but it's the buildings. So so if this is the courts, maybe a couple blocks behind is like a gas station. And then I heard constable. So a constable office could be around there somewhere as well. And that's what I have. Okay, y'all. I love y'all so much. Stay centered, stay grounded. Continue putting your mind what you want to project into your reality. Know it's always justice over here, removing any kind of confusion about your situation. Hopefully that helps you guys. So I'm gonna chunk out my little antennas and tell y'all to continue to be the motivation you know you deserve. Everything else will fall into place. But as always, it is love and light, light and love, y'all. Outie.